Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. Remember, no matter what, you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, I have my monitor way over here, off to the side, so I have to look off to the side to see the stuff that I've written down to talk about. How about that? And of course, I actually kind of slept last night. Didn't have any leg cramps. Wasn't terribly uncomfortable. Didn't sleep great, but at least slept some. So, yay! But, checking my monitor over here, somebody asked what sort of games I should play and told me that I should play. These are the couple of people, the type of games that I should play. I want to talk about this one thing. I have the game Subnautica. I think I might have ages ago even played it for the channel. I cannot remember. ADHD brain. But one of the reasons I have difficulty playing the game is I have that thalassophobia. I do not like deep water at all. I don't like it, boats looking down. There's just something about it that just and so when I'm playing Subnautica and the water gets even halfway sort of deep, I get really, really itchy, and just it's like being claustrophobic. I do not like going down under the water like that, especially when it's deep. I mean, I'll try it, but it's going to be on a list, and I want to try doing more games to show people and to play them, because there's a lot of things. I want to do that Baldur's Gate 3. Unfortunately, I've hit a choke point. I have 3 characters that are like level cheap, and the only way to get through the opening area is this big tomb where there's like 8 other characters in it, and they all seem to be tougher than me. So no matter what I do, I get TPK, total party kill, and I do not know what I'm supposed to do. So I have been bottlenecked in the tutorial. Yay. But, as stated, Subnautica, a game I would like to play again, especially with this machine, and hopefully will, but ooh, that itchiness for the thalassophobia. And then up here as well, I used to be a big Elder Scrolls Bethesda fan. I mean, I bought Arena off the shelves when it first came out. I bought Daggerfall off the shelves. I bought Morrowind off the shelves. I bought Morrowind. Oblivion, I can speak. Oblivion off the shelves. Skyrim was a digital purchase, but then I also bought the commemorative Bethesda Elder Scrolls thing that has discs for Arena through Skyrim in it. But I've just gotten over Bethesda, and I'm really over the way that they treat their own series. So I don't like Skyrim for a lot of reasons. Part of it is what I've just said. The other thing, I understand why in a 3-dimensional world, having if your sword bonks into somebody, it should count as a hit instead of, making a die roll so the sword hits them, but it doesn't really hit them. I mean, I can understand how that's weird and frustrating. On the other hand, a level 1 character should not be able to just pick up a sword, have you wave the sword around like an idiot as you just wiggle the mouse side to side, and you kill everyone around you because your sword keeps impacting into them. I don't like that at all. I like character skill versus player skill, and I like player skill to be actual skill instead of I'm waving the axe around, oh look, they're all dead. And especially, I do not like any of this Creation Club stuff. The minute they started monetizing their games like that, I lost all respect for them. I do not like Fallout 4. I do not like Skyrim. But that's just me. I mean, I understand Skyrim is a great game for a game if you like Bethesda stuff. It's not a good Elder Scrolls game, in my view. This is, of course, all just my opinion. Subjective, just me. It doesn't mean absolutely anything at all to anybody outside of my head. And you should not let it affect your enjoyment of Skyrim or Fallout 4. It should not affect your opinion at all. If it goes against your opinion, just shake your head and say, well, you know, on the subject of Skyrim, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then just go on with things. Because, yeah, it's a subjective opinion. But those are my subjective opinions on why I don't like Skyrim. That also bothers me with Oblivion as well. But there you go. Thumbs up. But, I mean, as stated, it's as a game, I mostly like that. I just don't like it as an Elder Scrolls game. And there's a million mods for it, so again, if you like it, or you enjoy it, or you want to check it out and have never played it before, don't let my opinion sway you. I'm just some old man. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. So, hey, if you enjoy it, enjoy it. I don't want to stop your enjoyment of it. This is just explaining why I don't find any enjoyment in it. But another person did ask me, and I misunderstood the question, about more photorealistic games. I believe it was Shinra and then numbers, but I misunderstood because there is a big push for photorealism, and there are types of games where the main push for it is the fact that it looks so photorealistic. That's stuff I don't care about. Photorealism for the point of photorealism. If I want to see photorealistic, I just have to look around my room. Everything looks photorealistic. I'm not impressed if I see that in a game because I'm surrounded by it. But if it's a game where the photorealism is just a part of it, a background part, like the game Cyberpunk, the point of, I mean, it really pushed everything to the point of breaking things and all that. Everybody knows the whole debacle of Cyberpunk. But now that it's all fixed up, the fact that it's so photorealistic, quote unquote, for the type of genre it is, that's while a part of the genre is not the point of the game. And I think that's the difference. Where it's not the point, but it's just a part of. This thing I got no issue with. In fact, there's a game, Liminal Core, I'm going to be playing for the channel here real soon, where it looks a little realistic, and that's half the point, but it's only because of getting you in the mood, like you're really there. And in a liminal type, backrooms type, all sorts of weirdness thing, that is important. So that's one of them where it is. But I'm not shooting for the ones where that's the actual point. The point of any of these liminal core, backroom, liminal things, I repeat the word liminal, is the weirdness and the displacement. The more realistic it looks, that can be important, but it doesn't have to. There are lots of games where it's not really. And when it comes to just games that are good, if I want to shoot for something that's good, I'm not really looking at the actual graphics as the point. As stated before, I like cell shading for graphics on games. That looks good and it's cartoony. I like a good stylistic art style, pixel art, or even when it's polygons, when it can look cheap and awful, but I respect the work that goes into it. Like Chilla's art will use polygons, low amounts of polygons, and really awful textures for some of their games. Or maybe that's Puppet Combo. I get the two of them all mixed up all the time, and I shouldn't. I think that's Puppet Combo does that. But it works for the genre. It works for the type of game it is. It might be just a flat plane with the drawing of the face as the texture and just some moving lips, but for the genre, it works. So a good stylized art style I really enjoy. But I am not against anything that looks more realistic, as long as, the photorealism isn't the main driver of the game. So I misunderstood what the question was. I have no problems playing more photorealistic games as long as that's not the point. In games like Cyberpunk and all that, it's a part of it, but it's not the point. So that's a lot of words just to say, yeah, I'm going to play more games like that, or at least try to. Thumbs up. What else do I have on here? Oh yes, I have been using, just for the past 3 episodes of my vlog here, just been using background. There's a place called like mynoise.net, I think it is, with a whole bunch of background sound generators, and if you pay through Patreon, like 5 times as many. There are a lot of amazing noise generators, because like those Japanese garden ones that I played the other time, like 3 days ago, those are from actual Japanese gardens. The sounds of dripping water from yesterday, those were from actual caves in Eastern Europe. The primeval forest is recordings from people who went to some of the only remaining primeval forests in Eastern Europe and recorded those things. They don't use, well, except for some things. Let me say it this way. For when they do nature type sounds or such like that, if they've got real things that can be recorded, they do. Office sounds from actual office sounds. And that's the thing I've been using for the background noises, and what I hope to continue to do for some time, because it's really, really cool. They have a lot of experimental stuff. Like there's the tones and frequencies that will play that's been, I don't know if it's pseudoscience or real science, but there's ways to program your subconscious with sounds. Not real programming. It's just, oh, this sound, these frequencies, this is supposed to help with this, that, and the other. There's all sorts of stuff like that too. Let's open this up. And then the last thing that I've got over here on this list is the game Bloodshed. I talked about the demo before, but I actually picked it up because it was like $6, $7. That's as close as my ADHD brain can remember. If it is more than that, it's less than 10. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully in editing have got the actual price of it up here, because it's worth whatever it is that's up here. But it's one of those, it's not a bullet heaven, it is a bullet hell type. Well, no, it's a bullet heaven. You're shooting. There's monsters, you can play different characters, you're running around in these environments, the monsters are there, you have various weapons. The weapons can be set to auto-fire in that they will only fire when you point them at something, or you can set them to shoot on your own. I go for auto-fire and just point. But you race around, you've got several different characters. The first one you start off with is this sarcastic, sort of daring-do fellow from the 1930s type. He's got a quippy word and he's running around with his weapons. And then the second one that you buy is an older type fellow, and he's got a different set of weapons with a sawed-off shotgun. And then you can unlock Serafina, who's a magic user, who goes flying through these environments, casting spells and using her weaponry. It's a good game. I've been playing it a lot. Another game I want to play for the channel, which I'm trying to get a balance between just doing things for the channel and doing more stuff out on my own. And it's hard, because on the one hand, I've done like 2 videos a day for years, and that's a lot. And I've started to really change my mind on whether I should be doing that. On the other hand, boy, do I want to do a whole bunch of other projects as well. Like, I want to do all those game videos. I want to get the reaction videos in. I've got skit type things and other stuff that I've wanted to get done. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Always remembering that with my ADHD, my neurodiversity, my depression, my social anxieties, just my generalized anxieties, what are the odds that I can actually get much or any of it done? There will be any. I can do any. But everything that I've mentioned, I'm going to have to ration out, because I only have so much energy. I've mentioned this before, I mentioned it again. I will mention it again. There's spoons theory, but I also use the rechargeable battery sort of thing. And I'm going to talk about it with a rechargeable battery. If you are a person that doesn't have any issues, when you use up your energy through the day, you know, you go to bed and you've still got maybe a little, or on a day when you've really overworked yourself, you know, you're just about empty. You go to bed, it recharges up to its normal between 90 to 100. Other people with chronic issues might wake up every day and it's at 70% or 50 or 20. And they have to ration out that 20% to last a whole day. On a good day, I got about 70. On a not good day, I'm about 50. It's a combination of chronic pain issues and just all the mental stuff. Largely pain. It's exhausting. But also the mental stuff, the ADHD, the neurodiversity. I have pretty large executive function dysfunction issues. Your executive function is your ability to make decisions. Like if you are driving and you need to stop and get gas, I've had situations where I wasn't able to. I had to keep driving, screaming at myself inside of my head, I'm going to run out of gas. And I still couldn't do it. Executive function dysfunction issues suck. But I'm going to do my very best. Thumbs up for that. And if you've watched this far, if you could write T669 into the comments, that would be very cool. For blatant engagement farming. Thumbs up to let both me and the YouTube algorithm know that people actually do watch these videos. Thumbs up and thank you if you do play that tiny little game with me. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. And, of course, if you could, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Of course, making sure, I like to say the words, of course, don't I? Making sure to share only with people that you think are like watching an old man yammer on incomprehensibly about I mean subjects. That would be very cool and awesome. Thumbs up and thank you. If you are a Patreon patron, you are a beautiful and awesome person. No lie. Without your help, I would be down here and not up here. And I'm not going to assign monetary values because that's not the important part. The important part is those steps up to here. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. And for each and every person that leaves me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own ways. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and heart each comment that YouTube allows me. I answer as many as my nerve compression will let me. Thumbs up. Thank you all. It is appreciated. Well, hokey smokes, I am 20 minutes and change into this, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to edit, render, upload. I had therapy today. It's a decompression day. I've got to do what I can do. I got chores I got to get done. No, but I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to play games as best I can, which I can already feel a dagger in my back between my left shoulder blade and my spine, which means I need to use a controller of my keyboard and my computer because, oh, this arm's already overworked. Nerve compression sucks. Hopefully you can get done with the things that you would like to get done. That would be cool. Oh, I got the itchy. That would be very, very cool. But remember, of course, if you can't, do not beat yourself up. It will not help you get it done in that. It will not help you get it better. Oh my God, get it done better the next time. And you deserve better. Don't beat yourself up. There, I said it. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Actually, I gotta switch hands or lean way over like this so I can mix my hands up and still use my right hand for the mouse. But you know, I am pretty much ambidextrous. I have no problems operating a mouse with my left hand quite well. So you take care, and I will talk to you all later.